Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rasyid Alghazali Asra. My study number 23074043. My study program D3 Automotive Engineering. Measurement 1, Section 1, Presentation. Okay, look at this table 1. Name, chemical symbol, this density kilogram per meter cubic, melting point degree Celsius, average tensile strength Newton per millimeter square. Aluminium Al 2700 616 19. Magnesium Mg 1700 651 248. Copper Cu 8915 1083 3040. Cast iron FPA 7860 1535 116. Lead PB 11,300 327 15. Nickel and Ni 8,900 1,458 1072. Titanium Ti 4,500 1,725 216. Zinc Zn 7,100 420 110. Look at this sentence. Statement about metal table 1. 1. Aluminium has a density of 2700 kilogram per meter cubic. That has a tensile strength of 15 Newton per millimeter square. 3. Copper has a melting point of 1083 degrees Celsius. Test 1. Now make similar statement about other metals. 1. Iron has a density of 7,870 kilogram per meter cubic meter. 2. Gold has a tensile strength of 120 Newton per square millimeter. 3. Lead has a melting point of 327.5 degrees Celsius. Look at this sentence which show how the density may be compared for the various metal. 1. Magnesium has a very low density. 2. Aluminium has a low density. 3. Titanium has a fairly low density. 4. Cast iron has a fairly high density. 5. Lead has a very high density. Task 2. Now make similar statement about other metal. 1. Copper has a medium density. 2. Silver has a high density. 3. Gold has a very high density. 4. Zinc has medium density. 5. Platinum has a very high density. Task 3. Now name these metals. A. A metal with a fairly high density, a very high melting point, and a fairly low tensile strike and sphere. Tungsten metal with a fairly high density, a very high melting point, and a fairly low tensile strike. B. A metal with a fairly high density, fixed tensile strike, and a very high melting point. Elsewhere, nickel metal with fairly high density, high tensile strike, and very high melting point. C. A metal with a low density, a fairly low melting point, and low tensile strike. Answer. Aluminium, a metal with low density, relative, relatively low melting point, tensile strike. D. A metal with a very low melting point, fairly low tensile strike, and a fairly high density. Answer. Tin metal with a very low melting point, low tensile strike, and fairly high density. E. A metal with very low density, a fairly low melting point, and very high tensile strike. Answer. Magnesium, a metal with very low density, relatively low melting point, a very high tensile strength. If a metal with high density, a fairly high melting point, and very high tensile strength. Answer. Iron, a metal with high density, with high melting point, high tensile strength. G, a metal with high tensile strength, high melting point, and high density. Answer. Steel metal with high tensile strength, high melting point, and high density. High metal with a very low melting point, very high density, and very low tensile strength. Answer. Platinum, a metal with a very low melting point, very high density, and very low tensile strength. Look at this example. The lowest melting point of soft solder is 183 degrees Celsius. The highest melting point of soft solder is 310 degrees Celsius. So the melting point of soft solder range from 183 degrees Celsius to 310 10 degrees Celsius. The melting point of soft solder have a range of 127 degrees Celsius. Test for no complete this sentence. A. The lowest melting point of silver solder is 620 degrees Celsius. The highest melting point is 750 degrees Celsius. The melting point of silver solder ranges from 60, 620 degrees Celsius to 700 uh, 740 degrees Celsius. B. The lowest melting point of brass is 850 degrees Celsius. The highest melting point of brasses is 1000 degrees Celsius. The melting point of brasses range from 850 degrees Celsius to 1000 degrees Celsius. C. The lowest melting point of metal is 1300 degrees Celsius. It has a range of 1050 degrees Celsius. Therefore, the highest melting point is 1450 degrees Celsius. Okay, see you next time.